not goes, little tyke. What are you doing? You're gonna fall. Booger. What up, what up? Hi. I'm trying to put the clock up, but Zena's not letting me. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Nicole. What up, what up? Yeah, Zena's not being so cool right now. What's my volume at? It's fine. Already ordered some books off your Pango? Oh, nice! Yay! Yeah, I pulled 2 orders already. So tomorrow I'll start packing it. My goal is tomorrow evening, before the post office closes, I'll drop everything off. So y'all can get it this week. Hey, miss! Let me see here. Zena, I'm gonna need you to move. I can't start no reading sprints until you move. I'm trying to see here. I was just getting cozy to read. Nice. I don't know how long I'll be on. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read. So let's read. Why not? Let's do this. So, there it is. Alright, Zena, I need you to move. Yes, you need to move. It is coming. It's gonna push you off. Uh-huh. What do you want to do? You can't lay on it. I don't want you to try and do that again. Come here. Up here. There you go. Oh, big stretch. Come on. Or not. Whatever. Just don't mess up my clock. Okay. Sounds like a you problem, mama. I know. She's... I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. She was trying to like sit on the iPad and see if that was comfortable for her. Very clearly it was not. So my goal is to see if I can finish Baby Dragon Bakery. I don't think I'll be able to finish it looking at how far I've gotten because I did not read it all yesterday. Yesterday I was just uploading all those books to Pango. And then this arc, I have this arc, the book is coming out in October, beginning of October. So I'm just going to knock that out. Then after that I'll jump into another arc. And then I think the next goal I have is reading the Powerless series so that I can finally read that, determine whether or not I like it. Okay. You didn't push my stuff, did you? Xena! Gatito? Gatito. Messing up my galaxy. Alright, cool. Who's ready to read? Let's get started. Yay! Football game today. Oh, no, valid. Totally valid. Take your break. It's okay. We'll be here all week. Alright, I'm gonna set the timer so I can start the reading. I'm feeling in much better spirits. I think today's gonna be a good day. Knock my large CD DVD wallet off the top of my bookcase during Zoomies. No! Xena doesn't get Zoomies. She just gets too curious. Like, she's eternal Zoomies. She just always has Zoomies. So when she has Zoomies, she's crazy, but she, like, tries to chew on everything. On a regular note, Xena's just so curious, but she's, like, clumsy curious. It's great. Well, it rained during my... I know, it was raining yesterday, and I wanted to read. I really wanted to read. So, I did listen to a Matthew Perry book, and that needs to be... That audiobook is... Mwah, oh my gosh. I would need to... Ooh, it's tough. Alright. 30 minutes on the clock, everybody. Happy sprinting. sprint, go. Lower the volume just a little bit. Page turn. I still have quite a bit. Might not finish this tonight, but at least I'm tracking. At least I'm tracking to post a review tomorrow. Still very late, but it is what it is. Page 93 of the Dead Fathers Club. Nice. Made it to 6 pages left. Hey, if you want to finish that while we're chatting, I do not blame you. Where is my... There it is. Oh! I got these off of IKEA, and I just have an LED light behind my chair pointing at the shelves. But no, the IKEA bookshelves are super affordable, and you can arrange them however you want. That's actually a regular bookshelf, but they have these brackets on top so that you can arrange it kind of like in a corner. If you have OCD, just know that there is, in fact, a gap behind that bookshelf. It is not a corner bookshelf, so if you don't mind, you don't mind. 60 pages into Butcher and Blackbird, 148 page in Quicksilver, 11 boxes packed up. Oh, you're moving! 13% done. But Started So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison, 78% of my book club book. Elizabeth, what book is your book club reading? Mine voted on Twilight. I'm gonna be a rebel and I'm probably gonna read Midnight Sun. I mean, I've read them both. I don't have to read any of them. I'll probably just like re-listen to it for the details. It's funny though, because like now you read Twilight and it's like, I don't know if that's romantic or creepy. There we go. I'm moving to Georgia. Thanks for the follows. Started a new book called Regretting You. Who's the author or what genre is that? Hello. Hey, Ron, how's it going? For those on YouTube, I'm also live on TikTok if you have no idea who I'm talking to. And for those on TikTok, I'm also live on YouTube. So good to talk to y'all both, because I am acknowledging both. I'm reading The Raven Scholar. Okay. I've heard amazing things about The Raven Scholar, and intellectually, it's very intriguing. I have not read it yet. I picked up the book today, and first off, it's a really fat book, and it's a floppy paperback, which I love both of those. Fantastic. I was like, oh my gosh, I might actually get this. I opened the book, and one of the pages had footnotes. And I was like, do I like it that much? Because in my brain, automatically, I'm like, nonfiction, I don't want to. I know it's not nonfiction. I think the idea of footnotes is intriguing, but is it footnotes as it relates to references in the story? Or is it footnotes like, here's some information from real life events that pertain to this story kind of thing? So, how liking Baby Dragon Bakery is a lot better. Way less dragons. Way less dragons. They're still cute, but way less dragons. It's definitely a contemporary romance, which you guys know is annoying. I know how it's gonna end. I know exactly how it's gonna end. It's a contemporary romance book. And the conflict is between two individuals. How will it end? I wonder. So that's why I don't like contemporary romances, because they are so predictable, but it's not like the first book. The writing's better. The characters are better. I probably relate to... I relate to the main character's personality, but I don't relate to her choice at the moment. But it is what it is. Hang on. Chat is jumping! But I'm gonna have to read it with a friend and see the film. Love footnotes. Yeah, Raven Scholar. I mean, I was like, I love fat floppy books. I was like, I'm just really curious if the footnote, is it like the author's like, this is relating to this part in real life history, or is it like footnotes within the book, like it's part of the story kind of thing? Doing skincare, getting to read at night before to sit and read. Oh, nice. Only just past the first footnote. Seems to be an annotator commenting on the text. Okay, so it's part of the story kind of thing. Because that I'm okay with. There's many books that have like quotes or annotations like on top of the chapters. Like if it's within the story, that'll be really interesting because there's usually a lot of really crazy clues in the annotation that a lot of people will skip. A lot of like foreshadowing hints. So I love piecing the puzzles, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Hang on. I enjoy your books when I read them. They're easy and quick reads. Not sure how long you're staying on, but I'm hoping to get... There's something about me you're done. I normally try to get off around 10 p.m. Central. I'm gonna see how close I can get to finishing this book. So as of right now, I'm saying probably 10 p.m. Central. Unless I'm like super close to finishing. Nearly done because I've been on 50% for like 2 weeks. I feel that. Raven Scholar by... Yes. I actually did not acknowledge who the author was. But it is a very... It is like... It's a thick book. Like maybe the size of like... Maybe the thickness of one of the John Gwynne books. It's a thick book, but it's a very floppy paperback. I don't know what I don't know if there is a hardcover. I just saw the paperback at Barnes and Noble today, and I think Orbit is the publisher. I'm not 100% sure, but normally Orbit is known for having those really gorgeous floppy paperbacks, and that's exactly what it feels like. And again, I've just heard a lot of really good things about that book from people whose opinions I trust in reading. So it's tempting. It's not priority. I just finished doing a big unhaul, and I'm probably going to add some more books because yesterday I was going through my library and I was like, I don't want this book anymore. Which I was looking at it, I was like, did I not go through my whole library? Did I skip something here? So I might be adding more. 672 pages. I haven't read a chunker like that in a while. What's the biggest? I think Red Queen? What is this? Oh my god, when was the last time I read? Yeah, Red Queen in July was the last time I read a book over 600 pages. Before that was Iron Flame in January. Gosh, man, I normally read really big books. I have been failing this year. I gotta kick it up a notch. I think we should give up DR. Altogether, they put me in slumps all the time. What is DR? Oh, Dark Romance. Gotcha. I started That's Not My Name by Megan Lally today. It's a thriller. I can't do thrillers or suspense or horrors, and I can't imagine how you guys can do that at night. I'd be reading and looking over my shoulder constantly, or Xena will like walk by and knock something over and freak me out. It's one of your next reads. I love mystery. Like, I don't mind a good mystery. Like, one of my favorites was The 7.5 Unalives of Evelyn Hardcastle? Why do I say Hardcastle? Because it is Hardcastle. And that one was crazy because it was a mystery, kind of like everyone, like, it was the butler kind of thing. But it had a crazy, out of nowhere magical twist in chapter 9 that I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, this throws all of my information out the window now. So I love it when mysteries like really have me. I mean, my friend pulled out a notebook and she was like taking notes throughout the story. Go up with Stephen King books and movies. I love that creepy stuff. The furthest I did was R.L. Stine. R.L. Stine was the creepiest I got, and those, I couldn't stop reading them, but they did kind of scare me. They did kind of scare me, especially I think the Mummy one scared me for a while. The book I'm reading is gothic horror, but it's very good. You guys, horror books at nighttime, you're brave. The Silent Patient got me. It's my favorite read of the year. Nice. I haven't been on your sprint in a minute. Oliver's perfectly fine. He is back to being grumpy pants. and yelling at me every time I walk by because he wants his wet food. And when I say yelling at me, like, he will follow me and go, "Row, row, row," just like that. And then, I don't know if you guys know, but cats have frequencies in their purrs. So we'll do this super fun fact while this timer gets us ready for the next sprint. Cats have frequencies in their purrs. They have 2 different purrs. One of them is a soothing frequency, and that's the one when you're petting them and when they're cuddled up next to you, and it kind of like makes you feel good. Another frequency, this was in a documentary, cats have an annoying frequency that's meant to get your attention. Oliver is a very loud purring cat. So as I'm trying to make his wet food, he's sitting there like his annoying frequency, and he will not, it just gets louder and louder until I give him his food. So he's back to being Mr. Grumpy Gills. Grumpy Gills, and I don't know where he went, because he was behind my chair. But anyways, yeah, fun fact, cats have 2 frequencies, and you can figure out which, if your cat's trying to get your attention or if they love you. 30 minutes, happy sprinting. Chapter flip. Come on, give me 10. How did everybody do on that one? This book is going significantly better. I'm still not a huge fan of contemporary romance, but it's definitely written like it's like a mostly well-written contemporary romance. So I have no complaints on the writing in this one so far. I have a complaint with the character, but that's just on how she is. I don't know how other romances tend to go, so. Finish your other book earlier. Yay, Sharon. Got to page 126. I am not yawning. I am not yawning. I'm hoping, how many pages do I have? Like, it's a decent read. Let's see, how many pages do I have? Yeah, I got 100 pages. I'm not finishing this tonight. I got farther than I thought. Hopefully I'll finish this tomorrow. So good. I'm like flipping out over my theory and I'm just waiting to be right or find out. I love it when I'm wrong. I love it when I have this theory and it's so complex, and it is satisfying if I'm correct. But if I'm wrong, it's like, dang, you really threw me for a loop there. Page 231 of Say You'll Remember Me. Diving into Crest by Marissa Meyer on the next sprint. I got a few pages in this one. Oh, nice. I have a signed book by Marissa Meyer, and I didn't realize it was the same person until I like looked her up. I think it's called With a Little Luck. Woo! Sorry. Hi, Dee! Happy Sunday. 38% into House of Earth and Blood. Currently reading The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley. Nice. Hey, Emily. I'm thinking 2 more sprints tonight. As of right now, 2 more sprints unless I get like super sleepy on the next one. Which I shouldn't. Trying to finish all these series. I'm partly... Same. I have 2 arcs I need to read. When I'm done with those, I do want to read the Powerless series just because I keep getting the books and I haven't read them yet. But then after that, I think I'm going to break into books to finish off a series kind of thing. 374 of Catabasis. Oh, awesome. How are you enjoying it, miss? And just started my reread of it. Has anyone read Verity? I have not read Verity. Daniel, as of now, yes. What does my calendar look like? I think I can do sprints all week. And what I hate is I give you guys like all week and then I get stupid allergies or all this other crap pops up. As of right now, it looks like all week long I can do sprints. I was supposed to go into the office 2 weeks ago for training. And my boss canceled it and he said we'll reschedule, and he hasn't rescheduled yet. So as long as he doesn't reschedule, I will still be at home. We shall see. You'll either love it or hate it. It was a fast read. Is Verity by... Who wrote Verity? Like, I feel like I can picture the book in my head. Ooh, it's just my brain asking for oxygen. I'm really not sleepy. I'm not sleepy and I don't feel like snacking either. None of my cats are here. Okay, yeah, it is the one that I'm picturing. Colleen Hoover, yeah. I just remember seeing that cover everywhere. That's just romance, right? It is just romance. They're making it a movie. Okay. I want a signed copy of Scarlet by some miracle years ago. The whole series. Wait. In PR? What do you mean in PR? Is your PR the same as my PR? Because my PR has a beach, so I need to know. Verity is a thriller. Oh, okay. That's why I wouldn't have read it. Puerto Rico? Okay, so there's a book called Scarlet that is set in Puerto Rico. Is that what you're saying? Scarlet. Is this the same one by Marissa Myers? What up, Rachel? It's the second book. So hang on. This is a Cinderella retelling, I'm thinking. So is the whole series based in Puerto Rico? Is that what you just said? Or just Scarlet? Because I didn't know that. I know it's multiple retellings. I know it's a series. A lot of my books are still in Puerto Rico, sadly. Oh, okay. Dude, I was about to go, like, binge shopping here. I get you. My mom asked me, like, when are you gonna come visit? And I was like, well, the tickets are really cheap in September. And she's like, you don't want to come in September? I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I didn't buy the tickets. I wish, man. I could have gone to Puerto Rico 2 weeks ago. Like, really, really cheap airline tickets. Just got in a rental car, stayed with her and my uncles. You don't want to be in Puerto Rico in September. Although this year I could have. But you don't want to be there in September. So, I gotta figure it out. Ideally, I wish I can go in December. But, God, that's probably, like, the most expensive time to go is in December. Because of how Puerto Rico treats Christmas, Dia de los Reyes, New Year's, like... It gets crazy, but that's like the best season for all the good food. Oh my god. I just need to like just splurge and do it. Carla Borinqueña, the MC gets your powers from Taino gods. Is this... It's a comic book? That? I would totally jump on these. La Borinqueña. La... Borinqueña, number 1 by Miranda Rodriguez. Have I seen this before? I don't think I've seen this before. How many are there? I'm gonna have to look and see how many there are, because that sounds amazing. That sounds so good. Since 2016, I've been kept in the dark. Philippines is the same Puerto Rico vision. Dude, I had a friend who was from the Philippines, and we talked about how a lot of our foods were similar. Kendra, I used to, and then I got lazy. So I usually keep the same bookmark until I misplace it. Come here. I don't know what you want, but you're not getting on my computer. Come here. I can give you all the attention you want over here. Why are you yelling at me? What? Yeah? Oh, come here, little tyke. Come here, little tyke. What is it that you want? Huh? Yeah? So much attention! Lived there for 2 years. They were a Spanish colony until mid-1800s. Yep, very Hispanic county. Yep. Is looking for yours. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? She's too chill right now. I think she just woke up from a nap. Because she was like blinking and stretching while she was meowing at me. You look very comfortable right now. This won't last long though. Like, she's comfortable, but after a while she'll remember that she doesn't like this. Don't fall asleep on me. Hey. My kids are playing in the grandbaby's ball pit. That'd be... If I had space, I'd probably get one for Xena. She would have a blast with that. Yes, you, Xena. I was talking about you. As soon as I get my book, you immediately are going to hop off my lap. I know it. Or right now. That's fine too. You're welcome. All you wanted was just a little bit of quick attention. Your babies need one. I need to be able to walk in my apartment. Xena already has, like, she owns my bedroom. There's a giant donut tunnel and like 2 other tunnels, and she, yeah. I have cat beds in the living room for Oliver. Like, they have their things. All right, 30 minutes on the clock, everyone. Happy sprinting. How did that go for everyone? I'm reading this so much faster that I think I'll finish it in this next sprint. Bless you. Gosh. Did you say that? I did. Okay. No, not mute. Just quieter, por favor. There we go. 25% into your book? I'm not yawning. Ugh, stop it. Okay. Oh, dang, I'm speeding through this book. Ah, no. Well, hang on. Is there really that many pages? Okay, I got too excited. I'm probably not gonna finish this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, so the book is only that many pages long. Okay, the rest of this is this for Baby Dragon Bookshop? Don't miss this exclusive first look at the Baby Dragon Bookshop. Okay, so regarding my previous statement of book 1, book 2 is significantly better. Significantly better. I enjoyed this. Still not enough dragons. Way less dragons. But it's cute. I'm hoping she, like, brings back the dragons for the bookshop. Like, we have to have book dragons. We have to have book dragons. So. Anyways. Don't get it done by tomorrow. 86 out of 345 of Butcher. And Blackbird went from 51% to 57%. One chapter left in Bridge to Terabithia. I have not read the book, but remembering the movie, sorrows and prayers. Even though there are mess dragons? Oh, well, okay, so the baby dragons are destructive and adorable. So I think if she kept the writing of the characters from book 2 and the personality of the dragons in book 1, that would be a perfect combination to the best cozy fantasy. Now, if all she gave us was a love story and reduced dragons, like in this one, it wouldn't be bad. But again, like, this is a contemporary romance that just happens to be in a world where baby dragons exist. And nothing, I mean, the baby dragons are just acting like puppies, and some can fly, but there's nothing really dragon-esque happening at all in this book. And the main characters, like, I think the way the author kept baby dragons in the story is the main character is babysitting a baby dragon, but the baby dragon has nothing to do with the plot of the story. Like, there's no dragon that's crucial to the plot of the story. There's one dragon that does frequent cameos, and there's one baby dragon that just happens to be in the same house, but it isn't even hers. So, yeah. Bookshop, I think if the bookshop had this writing and more dragons, it would be the best book in the entire series. But, seeing as how there's already an excerpt, I'm sure it's already written? Because it's coming in January. In January, we will get the Baby Dragon Bookshop. I think she said January. I could be wrong. Yeah, this writing, the writing is better. Because the writing in book 1, I didn't believe the relationship. And I don't know if it's because of my experience in relationships. Even still, like, I guess the one thing I can appreciate is that she kept the main character, the main male character of book 1. Like, they're in the same world. It's almost like Legends and Lattes, Bookshops and Bone Dust, where you still have the same characters. They're in the same little town. The main character of book 1, the main male character, is still I still don't like him in here. He's still overprotective. I don't like him at all. And I'm like, well, at least she kept that consistent. She didn't change his personality, so okay. Thanks for I did bananas today because I was like, why not? TikTok, thank you for the bananas. I always, every single time I'm about to go live, I look through the gifts and I'm like, what can we do today? So Tiny Dinies are my favorite, but I was like, let's do bananas. Yeah, why not? Yeah, Bridge to Terabithia. I haven't seen that movie in years, but I remember crying. And are the book and the movie similar? Like, is the movie a good adaptation of the book? Hola, leer en todas partes. Hey, Mary. There's a lot of adaptations that, I guess, cause like from Aragon was horrible, but then like Twilight was. I remember being in the theater, and I could quote the book when Twilight was in theaters. Like, I remember sitting there, the scene where Bella's like confronting him or whatever, and he's like, I hope you're something in your disappointment or something like that. But that was like straight from the book, and I remember like being in theater and like mouthing it with him the first time I ever saw the movie, and I was like, this is how it should. I don't think I even read that book that many times, but you know, you have the memory of a teenager, you remember all these things. Very similar. The time frame is a little different though, but they kept most of it the same. That's good and scary. That is good and scary. Daniel, I almost picked the Tater Boy because that's just hilarious. But I was like, I don't know. It's just everyone potassium, but the potato is hilarious. Never seen the movie. I read it in 4th grade. Okay, but as an adult, if I had the opportunity to, like, if I was a teacher, I would be assigning my class to read Shiloh. Because I would check that book out over and over and over and over again. I own the trilogy collection book, and I own each individual book by itself. And Shiloh always made me cry, book and movie. So if I wanted to make my class cry, I'd be like, here's Shiloh. Now we're gonna watch Homeward Bound. It'll be interesting when I read Aragon finally, because I love the movie growing up. So here's what I will say. The author is always joking about how Aragon has never been adapted into the big screen, right? Because he does not like, none of us like the adaptation, but he acknowledges the movie brought a lot of fans. So like myself, I discovered Aragon because I saw the movie first and I loved it. Then I read the book and I loved it even more. Then I saw the movie again and I realized why they never continued it. You really get a sense of it when you start book 2. There's a lot of crucial elements that they changed and removed from the first movie of Aragon because the director, the writers, they hadn't read book 2. They bought the rights from like a 17-year-old kid, 16, 17-year-old kid. He had no say in the project. They took creative liberty and changed so much so that people who had read the books hated the movie. And they removed crucial elements that were needed to continue the story, and they changed even how the story ended in the movie. It couldn't end like that because then you can't go on to the second book. So going from movie to book, I think, is the best way to experience it, because I think the book is significantly better. And like me, the movie introduced me to Aragon. Now, if you're going from book to movie, you'll understand why people hate the movie. But I do own Aragon just for the sake of owning the movie, because it's Aragon. Have to. I must. But that is my pitch. Shiloh was my dog's name. Aww! I always wanted to have either a beagle named Shiloh or a Jack Russell Terrier named Wishbone. Those were my dream dogs. Saw dragons in the film and I was like, sign me up. Yes, and the dragons are just as, well, Saphira is just as sassy. Like, they had the characters right. Aragon is actually a lot younger in the books. I think from the movie, Murtagh and Brom were perfect. Murtagh and Brom were like the best casting. Christopher Paolini right now is working with Disney to create a Disney Plus series of Aragon. That is still in the writing process. Like, Disney owns the rights. Don't get your hopes up. It is further along than other projects, but it's still very, very early in the project, so nothing's gonna happen anytime soon. But I wish we got the same Braum and the same Murtag for the TV show. Mind you, many years have passed and they look entirely different now, I'm sure. But Murtag was perfect. Murtag was perfect film casting and the perfect narrator. Gerard Doyle gives me the best Murtag in the audiobooks. Murtag's my dude. Murtag is my dude. Decided to dive in. I'll have a month off work at the end of October. Yes. It was almost identical to book, but with male. Wait, which one, Sharon? Black Dagger Brotherhood series, but the author was one of 2 producers. Oh, yeah. And that's the good thing is for the movie, Paolini was a teenager, and he didn't have a say in the project. Now he's much older. He's learned his lesson significantly. So he is one of the executive producers and co-writers for the Disney Plus series. And like I said, it's still very, very, very early on in the project, but he has guaranteed that he does have a part in that project, which is entirely different from the movie. A love story in the series? There's no love focus, but, romantic tensions do exist. But do not read the series for love. It's very frustrating. Alright, last sprint of the night. And shush. I finish. Okay. Huh. I don't want to give it a high rating because it's contemporary romance, and that's not how you rate a book. I will say I didn't find much wrong. Like, okay, I rate a book very high. I feel like a 3.5 is too low for this book. I might give it a 4. A 4 usually means, to me, the way I rate books, minor issues. Enjoyable, a few things I didn't like. So, the things I did not like about this book is there's no deep connection with any dragons. They're literally people in a contemporary world where baby dragons exist and they're kind of there, but they're not at all crucial to the story. Whereas in book 1, Sparky was crucial to the entire plot. The second complaint that I have is the female main character cannot be so airheaded to not realize. I mean, you know, there's like, you know, someone likes you and you don't realize it, but she's just like at a whole nother level of, honey, he's got like a whole sign and everything. Like we all, like, come on. So that was very annoying. And then the last thing was, there was, just like book 1, there was a very brief kind of like conflict that was introduced and resolved at the very end. Like in the last 15 pages of the book, there's this sudden conflict which was not an issue at all during like early, like at all in the book. Not an issue at all. This thing pops up, oh no, this is a problem. And so like for the last 10-15 pages, I'm like, how are you gonna bring this emotional disaster out of nowhere and give that to me? Like, it was so random. It almost felt like the author was like, oh, let me make it a little bit more interesting for you in the last 15 pages. Not enough to be super distracting or annoying. So like I said, I think I'll still give it a 4 because I did enjoy the characters. I did enjoy their banter. So yeah, it's weird because like I said, I don't like contemporary romance, so I don't want to rate the book so high, but I have no other justification to knock off any other stars. So yeah, I think it's a solid 4 for me. Way better than book 1. So if I convinced you guys not to read book 1, I'm sorry. Maybe read it for a comical sense and to get to know Sparky. These can be read as a standalone, but it's recommended you want to read them in order because then you get to know a lot of the other characters and you get to know a lot of, like in this one, you'll learn so much about the 2 main characters, but all of the side characters for the most part have been introduced and explained in book 1. So you'll have a better understanding of their personalities, their decisions, things like that. So I would read book 1. Laugh along with it, or you might be one of the few that actually love book 1, which is okay. Every book is meant for somebody. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you might not like it. And it has more dragons. So yeah, Baby Dragon is done until January when we get the bookstore. Okay, I'm gonna say goodnight to YouTube first. 77 pages into the Raven Scholar. Ron, you gotta let me know what you think on that book, because I am like on the fence of getting it. It is very, very tempting. Very tempting. YouTube, thanks for popping in. Hopefully I should be on the rest of the week, 6:30 p.m. Central. If I have to change my schedule, I do post updates on my TikTok account, which is on my Linktree. This week I hope to start and finish this arc, The Omen Girl, which comes out in October. So that'll be the next big read. YouTube, thanks for popping in. I will say goodnight to y'all first. Catch y'all in the next one. Ugh.